الحمد لله إنه تعالى يخلق كل إنسان في هذا الكون العظيم في أيما صورة شاء تبارك وتعالى، فأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له الملك الحق المبين، وأشهد أن سيدنا محمدا عبد الله ورسوله صلى الله وسلم عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين آمين. أما بعد، عنوان خطبة الجمعة ليومنا هذا المبارك بيان خصلتين من صفات الأبرار، خصلتان من صفات الأبرار الأخيار. The praise of commendation is due to Almighty Allah. He the Almighty creates every human being into this world in any form and shape He the Almighty so wishes. He creates some people to be good by nature. He creates some others to be wicked in their own manner. I therefore testify that there is no God deserving worship but He the Almighty Allah alone, for He has no partner in the way He does things. I also testify that our leader, Muhammad, his servant of Allah and messenger, last apostle, sent to guide the rest of human beings, even though majority of people are turning blind eyes towards the message. May Allah, may the Almighty bestow much of His benediction and peace upon this apostle, his household, and all of his companions. Amen. The title of our Jum'ah sermon for this blessed day of Jum'ah is to explain two traits from the marks of the righteous. Two traits, two behaviors marking the righteous people and making them distinct in their life. Oh, my Muslim brothers and sisters, let us fear Allah, who has honored the children of Adam and preferred them to many of what He the Almighty created. And we have to all know that the book, the last scripture, the last testament, the holy book of Al-Quran, with which Allah sent His last apostle, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that noble Quran is displaying the natures of human beings, the nature upon which Allah has created everybody. And that is why in Al-Quran Kareem, Almighty Allah explained the two ways to human beings. The way leading to Al-Jannah and the other way leading to the hellfire. So that the choice will be theirs And with that, nobody will have any argument against Allah if he misbehaves and he meets the punishment instead of good reward. If I may ask, do you know exactly what else makes the righteous person distinct in his life? What else makes an obedient creation distinct in his worldly life here? When we are talking about a righteous person, that is a personality that has continued to have a good faith in Allah, a person who is having the right beliefs, following and practicing the right religion, and that is Islam, chosen by Allah for human beings. And at the same time, that person is also discharging the duty of giving rights to those who deserve. And he will relent no effort in discharging those duties according to his own determination. Once he determines doing something, he will proceed ahead. As Allah says, the Almighty tells us in Surah Al-Ankabut, in verse 69, I quote, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم والذين جاهدوا فينا لنهدينهم سبلنا وإن الله لمع المحسنين. Those who strive hard in upholding the path we lay down for them, we will surely let them plow the ways we approve for people. لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ سُبُلَنَا. We will surely show them our straight path. We will not let them go astray. وَإِنَّ اللَّهَ لَمَعَ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. That is because Allah, without any taint of doubt, is always with those who made up their minds to always embark on what is good. Not those who will sometimes do good and will deliberately go on doing the bad. Yes, being human beings, they may err. They may have good intention in minds, but unfortunately, they fall into errors. Allah will forgive that one. But the person who deliberately perpetrates the wrong, he do not expect forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Oh, servants of Allah, you will not be asking me, what are those two traits I am talking about? To cut short the story, the first trait that distinguishes the righteous people from the rest of human beings is the good faith. Al-Iman Sahih, the correct faith that will cleanse the hearts of people from all things of unbelief and polytheism, atheism and shirk. And that is when they have minds that are very, very pure, to the extent that with their pure minds, they keep away from any corrupt practice, however the case may be with them. Those are the kind of people about whom Almighty Allah spoke in Surah Al-Furqan, Quran, in verse 68 of that chapter, when He, the Almighty, says, لا يدعون مع الله إلها آخر. Those kind of people do not call on other gods besides Allah. They don't worship besides Allah other deities. Only Allah they worship. As they profess La ilaha illallah, they let that one reflect on their behaviors. As they say Muhammadun Rasulullah, they let that one reflect on their conducts. With that, they are good ambassadors of Islam. Other people will copy them in the good things that they are doing. That is the first trait that distinguishes them. The second trait, the other behavior that marks them out, is that the same way that they pay attention to their service to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by unifying Allah alone with worship, they also pay attention to the rights of people around them. They don't neglect the rights of people around them. If they are in the corridor of power, they do the right thing to the people. Not that they will be enjoying so many things, while the citizenry will continue to suffer. Because by paying attention to the rights of other people, the social insurance will be guaranteed for individuals and societies. But if there is failure, nobody will enjoy. Either you are rich or you are poor. Either you are the one in the corridor of power or not. Because as you can see, the bandits, the same way that they affect the ordinary citizens, they affect those in the corridor of power. And when that happens, the society disintegrates, and the behaviors of people will be nothing to write home about. By paying attention to the rights of people around you, you will be discharging the trust on the mental Allah put on your neck. And you will be having sense of responsibility. You will not be behaving as if you are the one that has put yourself where you find yourself. People put you there to look after them. So why are you not looking after your own self alone? And you know that Almighty Allah has described the righteous people so accurately when He says in Surah Al-Ma'arij, verse 32. وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِأَمَانَاتِهِمْ وَعَهْدِهِمْ رَاعُونَ. That the righteous ones are the people who always discharge and pay attention to the trusts put under their custody. Also, whenever they promise, they fulfill their promise. That is the way Almighty Allah describes the righteous people. There is no shortcut to righteousness. Righteousness means that you do good. Not by just declaiming. The claim alone can never benefit you. When you say something, you have to follow it. When you want people to do something good, you yourself to do the good. May Allah count you and I among those who will always stand by their words. Amen. إن الحمد لله وحده والصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده وعلى آله وصحبه آمين. أما بعد, the commending praise is permanently due to Almighty Allah. He is the one deserving such. He alone. He is the Lord. He is the God. He is the Creator. So He deserves commendation from us. And the way we can commend Him is by rising up to do what He has asked us to do. May the meditation and peace be upon the last of His prophets, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Is also my Muslim brothers and sisters, I enjoy on you and on myself the piety, the fear of Allah, godliness, good behaviors at all times. And we should know that the opposite of what we mentioned about the traits marking and distinguishing the righteous people is the stupid behaviors displayed by the wicked ones. And you know, the Oyibo people, when they say, don't be stupid, that one should not be taken as an insult. It's an advice. When they say, don't be stupid, they are advising you, which means that you just have to adjust where adjustment is necessary. The wicked ones are so ignorant to the extent that they spend their life in what does not benefit them. They play throughout. One of them will abandon his duty and will just go to play. As you can see, so many rulers today, while citizens are suffering, they go on watching footballs. When their people are suffering, they will sit down watching football. Even they will take the public money to travel elsewhere just to go and watch footballs. We are not in an animal kingdom. Almighty Allah created us here and He gave us the brain of thinking. This intellect Almighty Allah endowed on us must be judiciously and wisely used. Unfortunately, many people do not understand it like that. And that is why the good ones will always try to avoid them. Always try to avoid them. Wallahi, it pains me to hear from some Muslim brothers that politics is a dirty game. You are the people that turned it into being a dirty game. Otherwise, we as Muslims, Islam also laid down how politics should be. We have it in the Sharia of Islam. Are you thinking that what that you have in Sharia is to come and perform Jum'ah? Or to go and perform Hajj? Or when you have money you give zakat? Or when the month of Ramadan comes you observe that month in fasting? That is not all that Sharia is all about. Everything that has one or more things to do with your life has been clearly explained in the Sharia of Islam. No stone is left unturned in our Sharia. And that is why the good people, when they find some reckless people, wicked people, perpetrating their mischiefs, they avoid them. Avoid them. A-V-O-I-T. Not afford, not A-W-F-O-R-T, but A-V-O-I-T. They avoid them. They avoid them by not joining them. Not as some people will say, if you cannot beat them, join them. No. For them, they will try to avoid them. And avoiding them does not mean that they will leave them without counseling. No. They will continue to counsel and advise. And that is why your own duty is to pray that may Almighty Allah enable those in the corridor of power in your country to have good advisors. But like one person cannot make it, because as you know, a tree cannot make a bush. If one single person is good and others are not good, nothing good will occur on the land. Therefore, the good ones, whenever they come across the wicked ones, Al-Quran says, "Wa'ida marru bil-lagwi marru kirama." They will just pass over. They will pass over. Not that they will just overlook what they are doing. They will be watchful of what those wicked ones are doing, so that any single chance they have to advise them, they will give their advice. And when the person advises you, if you take up the good advice, you will benefit and others will benefit. If you reject the advice, the advisor will have his own reward from others. We do not have any tint of doubt in that those who are righteous and are determined to do what is good, Al-Quran Kareem put it this way in Surah Al-Anfal, verse 4, أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ حَقًّا, that those are the faithful in the true sense of the matter. لَهُمْ دَرَجَاتٌ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ. There are degrees awaiting them with their Lord, and forgiveness of their lapses, وَرِزْقٌ كَرِيمٌ, and a noble means of sustenance. Some people will say that there is no halal, and that whereby we just have to join people in the haram. No. Allah created both halal and haram. Allah created both halal and haram. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told you that inna halal bayyin wa inna haram bayyin. That the halal is clear and the haram is clear. Wa baynahuma umurun mushtabihat. But here are some things that are not very clear in between the two lines. And that is why the Prophet now said that anyone that tries to avoid deliberately perpetrating the haram, that one has preserved his good image, his good name, and even his religion and his honor. And that is the way you and I should live our life. Let's forget to say our life. You and me shall continue to bestow much of his benediction and peace upon us. Let us be very, very prayerful that Allah, in his divine mercy, should enable us to adjust where adjustment is necessary. Someone to say Amen? You know, Almighty Allah is all here. Almighty Allah hears everything. He is ever hearing whatever we say. He hears our dua. May He accept it. May Almighty Allah repair all the damages that have occurred in our affairs, either in our religion, in our life, so that in the hereafter we will not regret coming to this world. اللهم أصلح لنا ديننا الذي هو عصمة أمرنا وأصلح لنا دنيانا التي فيها معاشنا وأصلح لنا آخرتنا التي إليها معادنا يا رب العالمين. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. ليس البر أن تولوا وجوهكم قبل المشرق والمغرب ولكن البر من آمن بالله واليوم الآخر والملائكة والكتاب والنبيين وآتى المال على حبه ذوي القربى واليتامى والمساكين وابن السبيل والسائلين وفي الرقاب وأقام الصلاة وآتى الزكاة والموفون بعهدهم إذا عاهدوا والصابرين في البأساء والضراء وحين البأس أولئك الذين صدقوا وأولئك هم المتقون. All that Allah mentioned in that verse 177 of Surah Al-Baqarah, may Allah